Doctors Without Borders has warned that an anti-immigrant group in South Africa known as Operation Dudula could be endangering lives as it blocks immigrants from accessing healthcare. Now, the country's constitution guarantees healthcare access to everyone, regardless of nationality. But Operation Dudula argues that government-funded facilities should only serve South Africans, and it's vowed to escalate its actions. DW's Diane Hawker has this report from Johannesburg.
Which government?
Operation Dudula vigilantes are in the ward. This video was filmed inside a South African hospital. They are forcing immigrant patients to leave this public health facility. Confrontations like this have become commonplace at state-run hospitals. Operation Dudula are blocking immigrants from accessing health facilities. Just last week, 3 of the group's members were arrested for similar actions. The organization says it won't be stopped by the police.
There's nothing illegal by saving your country, and we will not stop.
DW visited a clinic in Katlehong, east of Johannesburg, and found Operation Dudula vigilantes conducting an illegal screening process. They were demanding the identity documents of anyone wanting to enter. The organization says immigrants should not benefit from state-funded health facilities.
Okay, our aim here, we're trying to protect our facilities in South Africa. We're coming to check the people that are coming in the clinics is original South Africans, or they've got a legal document to be in South Africa.
This woman showed her Mozambican passport, and Dudula vigilantes refused to allow her in. The security at this clinic aren't doing anything to stop these ID checks. They say it's not part of their job description. The presence of Dudula implies that anyone who can't produce identification isn't allowed into the clinic. But to be clear, there's no official government policy that says anyone has to produce identification before entering a health facility. And the South African Constitution is very clear that everyone has a right to healthcare regardless of nationality. I challenged the regional convener with the text of the Constitution.
Everyone has a right to access healthcare services.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes.
Including, then it continues to say, including reproductive health care. Right? Now, what do you say to them?
I said, they say everyone, except the...
No, there's no exception.
Okay. If they say everyone, you must understand here. If you say we're talking about the everyone, the South African,
No, it's not talking about everyone.
Everyone. Let's go to...
is open.
Yeah.
Everyone
Let's
is
go
open. It
to...
doesn't say every South African.
Yes.
It says everyone.
South Africa has become a hub for immigrants from other African countries seeking better opportunities. Some immigrants have made South Africa home and have had children here.
I'm afraid about my baby not getting immunization. What's gonna come? You see, and we don't have money to go to the private clinic because it's too much expensive.
Some South Africans are concerned about Dudula's actions.
Some people are really sick and they don't have money. They need help. So what will happen if someone dies there?
Doctors Without Borders warns of a pending health crisis, saying many of those being denied care suffer from chronic illnesses like diabetes and HIV. While the South African government has condemned the action, rights groups argue that more needs to be done.
Without the police intervening, it does mean that they are colluding, that they're witnessing unlawful acts and are not taking any action.
And Operation Dudula is promising to step up its actions. It plans to enter formal politics in the near future and says it will start targeting immigrant children attending state-funded schools in 2026.
Now, the government's been in the spotlight over its inability to contain the situation. I spoke to Foster Mohale, spokesperson for the South African Department of Health, and asked whether his office shouldn't be treating this as a major concern.
No, definitely. That's why what we have done is that we have informed all our provincial managers to say anyone who happens to any health facility which experiences protest actions which interferes with access to health care, they must immediately inform the nearest police stations, the commanders, to ensure that they deploy the police to the affected health facility to uphold the law, to ensure that the protests, they do not interfere with access to healthcare facility. That's why you see in the recent actions which led to the arrest of some of the members of Operation Dudula, the police, they responded swiftly, which we appreciate, and we've agreed with them to say, please, let's ensure that there's a consistency across the country, not only in those few facilities. And we are on the same page with the police because they know the role that they need to enforce the law.
Doctors Without Borders says it has witnessed healthcare workers and security staff working in collusion with these anti-migrant groups. Has your ministry engaged to address xenophobic action and rhetoric among healthcare workers?
We've heard those rumors like you are saying now, and we appeal to anyone who has got the shred of evidence which confirms or suggests that our healthcare workers have colluded with members of Operation Dudula.
They used to tell me that traveling is a part of education to life. You know, he exposes you to know things. He exposes you not to judge so fast. I am not judging the whole of South Africa. I'm judging the few people in South Africa, not the few, even the half of South Africa, because the black people think this way. How can you deny people that live in your country, have children in your country, you deny them of treatment at a hospital? That is not wise. I live in Europe for 21 years now. I am between European Union. I have passport, Spanish passport. I can go to anywhere in Europe to take treatment. I can go to anywhere when I have my European Union card. I can go to Italy. I can take treatment, Germany, France, and everything connect together. We can take a bus to Italy. You can take a bus to Germany, to France. You can use bus. You can use train. You can use flight. You can use your car. So why Africa don't want to open their borders? Why Africa don't want to come together? We have the weight, we have the natural weight, we have the gold, we have the everything, we have everything. We have the oil, we have everything in Africa. We are rich, but we still look poor. This breaks my heart when I see South Africa. They want all the Africans to go away, refuse them of treatment at the hospital. You see, they say some people have diabetes, some people have HIV. They refuse them of treatment. This is a pity. I don't know who do this to South Africa. The damage this situation have on black South Africa is too wide. We have white South Africa, they live like king. White black live like slave. But those ones are not your problem. Your problem is the black, the refugee who come to your country to survive, to find something to eat. Is your problem. South Africa need to look, they need to look themselves in the mirror and tell them that is the way you want to live your life. Get your ass out and travel. We have a lot of South Africa in Nigeria. We have a lot of other African countries in Nigeria. They are not our problem. Our problem is our politicians. Take care of your situation.